You guys, at every level, people have those times where they feel like it's not going to work out. And I hate the fucking word, but you guys refer to it as anxiety. But I just call it imaginary evils. You start creating scenarios that are adverse to the outcome you want. You start creating scenarios that they're not fucking true. We suffer more in imagination than we ever do in reality. But the whole point is action alleviates that. Action alleviates anxiety. Action alleviates the creation of these imaginary evils. Just go get into the work. But you have to work hard enough to where you get into flow state. Flow state is that gift from above that tells you you're exactly where you need to be. There's certain things that you know you need to do in your heart. There's certain things. You know yours. And some of you guys are such fucking liars, you'll think that you don't know yours, but it's probably something along the lines of getting in better shape or your health, something to do with dropping drugs, alcohol, or vices, or some habit you have that's holding you back. And it may be focusing more on not being negative. So, I mean, there can't be too many things. It's basically like mind, body, soul. So if we're talking about mentally, that's being mentally strong enough to not create these scenarios and believe in them. Because what people fucking do, they honestly wake up, they create a negative scenario that's not true, they believe it, and they fuck their day off. Then they're stuck in this fear loop where they just think that it's going to take place, so why even try? I don't get why people fucking do that. I mean, no matter what, I would rather be at peace, and you'll be at peace when you do the work. So the work is that if you don't learn to love the work, you'll never know love at all. So you have to learn to love the fucking work. If you guys aren't doing personal development work, then you're not learning to love yourselves. So if you're not learning to love yourself, then you'll never even be loved or love life. It starts with you. Everything starts with you. Like I've told people a million times before, the world is not as it is, the world is as you are. So you have to really focus on creating the best you every day. I've been doing better. Oh, I always do better when there's more of a problem. A lot of people shut down when there's a problem, but more problems keep me in the present moment so I can check my behavior better. And the whole thing is the only behaviors that I feel are adverse to building the best us are the ones that you keep internally. So the ones that you keep internally, they obviously turn into external problems. But the way you speak to yourself, your self-talk, if it's negative, it starts with your thoughts, and then it'll directly link to your actions, and then fuck your life up. But the whole point is you have to watch what you're thinking. So how do we do that? It's called your mental witness. So operating from your mental witness, if you understand that that's taking place, you watch your thoughts take place, and you choose to pick the ones that are actually aligned with the outcome you want, and you choose to let go of the ones that aren't. So if you're getting angry about shit that don't matter, you have to start to let go of that. You're like, oh, this isn't aligned with the outcome I want. No matter what, even if the scenario I'm building is true, it's not aligned with the outcome I want. So these are the ways that you're going to be able to structure your day better. But most people will never be able to start to give themselves positive self-talk unless they fucking get right into action. So I'm telling you, it's burpees, it's push-ups, it's go straight to the gym. Get there before you start to create these scenarios that are fucking so detrimental to the evolution of your character and the progression of your life. Too many people nowadays really think they know what's up, and they just don't. They just don't understand why the fuck that they're so off. And it's because they're lying to themselves. Self-mastery takes self-honesty. And when you're honest, you'll be able to overcome all these fucking obstacles. I want you guys to really focus today on the second you start to create those imaginary evils, the second the problems begin, I need you to go right into action. I don't care if it's jumping down and doing up 50 burpees if you can only do 50. I don't give a fuck if it's running out the fucking door like Forrest fucking Gump. Just go till you stop thinking. Go hard enough in peak physical activity till you stop thinking about these scenarios that you're creating that are not conducive to the best life and not conducive to you having a great day. Because in all reality, if you're thinking about your best life, you're thinking too far ahead. So you need to master each day. A perfect day leads to a perfect week, leads to a perfect month, leads to a perfect fucking year. And this is how you string together so much time back to back that's going to change your life. I literally talk to so many people a day that want to learn. And it's not even about that. The blueprint I'm going to give you is so fucking simple on becoming ripped and rich. It's the easiest shit. But you guys have no fucking follow through. You have no follow through. And you're afraid to even fucking invest in yourselves. I mean, your follow through, like I said, we don't have an education issue. We have an application issue. Once I educate you on the macros you have to eat to get ripped, the training you have to do, the posting you have to do, what you have to understand to make millions online. Once I tell you this, you're not going to not understand it. There's not one person on this earth that wouldn't not fucking stand it. But you guys would fail to apply it because you would let the excuses of life get in the way. And that's not going to happen. We're not going to be able to do that. We have to fucking realize that excuses are valid most of the time. But you don't get anywhere excusing yourself. You excuse yourself from the work, so you excuse yourself from the fucking outcome. I love you guys. Let's keep pushing. All I know is that you got to control those thoughts more. Like, really, that's where everything starts. And so it is mindset training. But people can't control their thoughts when they're just sitting there dwelling in them. So you usually have to get your heart rate going, get into some really intense training, just for 20 minutes or something, even if you've worked out once before that day. It's got to be intense. You got to start breathing heavy. I mean, the whole thing is until you get into flow state, it's not really optimal to breaking that fucking bond that you have with those imaginary evils you're creating. So I love you guys. Let's handle this shit.